Konnichiwa, Robert Pаттинсон desu.
You mind signing?
Hi, Ron. You're eating more.
Thank you, sir.
Un profit. In the French name, it's yeah, it's an incredible film. I watch it like probably once every 2 years. It makes me so happy.
Maybe Hand of Rock the Cradle. It's my awakening. He doesn't like being referred to as my pharmacist. But I mean, really, I mean, I like having, you know, he gives great advice, so I can disregard it.
Well, good for you. You're a fantastic guest. The movie is.
I think it's just I mean, one of my legs is shorter than the other one, so it just makes everything look really awkward. So I can just pretty much I can look like an idiot, but I don't know whether I can be like witty. So it could be a problem.
It's so funny though, you know, like.
It is mind-blowing. I was not there in the bed, obviously, but
It is
I was
mind-blowing.
But as a viewer, it's insane.
I haven't seen it. I'm literally like, really?
Are you reading reviews? Have you learned to not read reviews?
I mean, you sort of half. It's funny that the good ones only stay with you for about 3 seconds,
Yeah.
and then the bad ones, you know all the names for the rest of your life.
You're counting. Hey, I'm Robert Pаттtinson, and you're counting. Well, someone's counting down to the premiere of Twilight. Hey, I'm Robert Pаттtinson. Count with me down to the.
That you know about Bella and Edward, everything that you think in your own imagination. If you had to jump ahead to see where they'd be in 50 years, what do you think is going to happen?
I'd say Bella has the house.
Because you don't like exercise, if I recall.
I didn't when I was younger, but like now, as I've kind of gotten older, I'm suddenly like, oh god, I'm suddenly getting aware of aging, and so I'm kind of, it's like, oh, I need to put some effort in, otherwise I'm going to need a hip replacement.
Rob, what's it feel like to leaving Edward behind?
I mean, I don't really know yet. I'm still like, I feel like I'm kind of 100% into it for the next 2 years.
To wear the contacts and having to like have all the makeup on and blah blah blah, and she's never shown me any sympathy for it whatsoever, and I can tell that she's going to be so pissy every single day, like having to have all this stuff. I'm just not going to show any sympathy at all.
No, I mean, it's strange because I mean, I can understand where they come from England because there are no jobs in England, there's no film industry, so that's why they go over there.
Was it difficult to grow, or did you quite enjoy it?
I mean, it wasn't. I wouldn't really regard it as difficult to grow. It just kind of just sort of happens. But yeah, it was. I liked it at the time. It was a massive relief though to get rid of it.
For me in New York, I understand you almost got hit.
This is so funny. I've been like shooting down. Oh, it was entirely blown out of proportion. It was saying, and it was also saying because there's mobs of screaming fans. There were no fans there. It was like 4:30 in the morning.
I mean, I couldn't really have had more of an immersive experience. I mean, I was just, even in the story, I mean, it didn't really have to do too much work. I was just in a crocodile-infested river the entire time.
As you know now.
Yeah. I really hurt this morning. I was like, oh, my head.
But living up, that's pretty, you know, that's a tough description to live up to, huh?
It is. I mean, that's what I got sent the book about 5 months before the audition.
You know, normally you'd shoot for a maximum of 12 hours a day, and with this it's kind of a minimum of 15. And eventually it does kind of get to you, and you kind of go a little crazy.
It always felt like there was a logic and a reason to everything that was happening that was really unusual, and it was something which you kind of, I mean, it was like going to a foreign country, and I think people like something to obsess over, and they like, and it's become
I mean, it's like socially acceptable to, if you're a Twilight fan, to go and just scream in the street, just go crazy all the time.
But I mean, you know, abstinence. I guess parents all kind of advocate that. But I mean, but it's not like we try to make it not too sort of soft. It's like
saying, oh God, I actually can't remember it in the details, but the one where she says you're beautiful, whatever, shirt off, and literally, that was one of the funniest. I mean.
Anyone, and yeah, and so doing it with her, if she touched you by accident, she'd be like, "I'm sorry, did that hurt?" Like in the middle of a take, and we're supposed to be these bloodthirsty monsters who are ripping each other to shreds. It was quite fun.
That allowing us to just, I don't know, be creative and just be able to just be with each other. And we really didn't have to focus on, you know, being distracted and anything like that on this movie.
They protected us. Kind of.
The beginning of part 2 starts off with a pretty happy moment again, where everything, you know, all the tribulations from the first one have ended up in everything being okay. Jacob is the one to kind of, he just really gets under his skin all the time, and they're always butting heads, which I haven't done in any of the other movies. So it's fun to do it to her.
Kind of, you do all other movies in between, and just getting older. I mean, I think it kind of just goes with the pattern, with the thread that Edward takes throughout the whole series.
That some of his actions are premeditated, but I mean, really, you know, a lot of times, you know, if you're doing something wrong and people tell you after the fact that, oh, that was wrong, you can learn from it. But I mean, he genuinely thinks he's not doing anything wrong at all.
We wanted to figure out a very, very clear way to relate to this very mystical concept, I guess. I mean, it's you can feel this bond between them, which can't really be defined.